By my colleague Maria Shakil, who's getting us this piece of breaking news. Maria, give us the details.
Yes, so the official press release actually goes on to say that our Adhinam honored the invite of Rajaji, and we got a Sengol made, gave it to Lord Mountbatten, got it back from him and presented it to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in an elaborate ritual. The Swami also presented it to Nehru, also made it clear that Sengol is a symbol of self-rule. So this is about transfer of power. It is not just a majestic structure. But you know, I'm just going to show it to you what is there. You know, Ayushman, as a political journalist who has covered Parliament for several years, this is where we used to report reporting from the corridors of power, interacting with leaders, officials, in the corridors of Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. And that is the symbol now, that majestic structure which stands there is the new Sansad. Perhaps symbolizing how the aspirations of over 1 billion Indians are being realized, and it will be inaugurated. I did speak to several MPs, and the sense that you get is that a number of them, perhaps even if they are affiliated with a political party, are of the opinion that they should be participating in this grand inauguration ceremony. Because the Parliament of India will remain, politicians will come and go, that this legacy will remain, this history unfolding that will happen on 28th will be there, even if the MPs may come and go. So that is the point that is being made. Sonal Mansingh, Member of Parliament and also a renowned historian, dancer, was with me just a few minutes back, and she had a very interesting story to say that, how the old structure, because of millions of footfalls that it has had in so many decades, is dilapidated. The MPs do not have their own chambers. In the new Sansad, which is far more bigger, there will be more space for MPs. There will be more MPs also that will increase because of the number of states increasing in India. And when the standing committee meetings would happen, so the parliamentarians would be moving to, say, Parliament Annex C or a Parliament Library building, which were extensions of this old Parliament structure, and then the meetings would happen because there was very, very few rooms that were available. So because of infrastructure, logistical challenges that have been there, this is the place that most MPs are now looking forward to, because all of them will have a chamber of their own. So, politics aside, if you look at it, in terms of the sheer presence of technology, how India is moving ahead, this is what will showcase the growth and the rise of India. And that is the reason why most MPs are of the opinion, particularly from the ruling party and their alliance partners, and a number of regional parties like YSRCP, BSP, JDS, who are backing and they would be participating in the inauguration, are of the opinion that they should be present when history is going to unfold on Sunday. So I think that distinction that is being made by historians, that Sengol or all the debate that is there around whether it is the structure which symbolizes the transfer of power, what is the history, whether there is a fact check that is being done by the BJP. You've seen the official press release that has come out. All that is being mentioned, and the point really here is, Ayushman, as journalists who have covered Parliament and politics for several years, you can see the sheer shift of power, the sheer shift in glory of India as it is positioned now. The old is giving way to new. It was here on 15th of August 1947 that Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of independent India, gave that speech which is being counted as among the 20 greatest speeches of 20th century. He had talked about the tryst with destiny. He had also mentioned in that speech that the old should give way to new. And that is the moment for India. That is the old giving way to the new as we watch this shift just before us, right before us. We'll be part of history as it unfolds on 28th.
Right. I want to take that message, Maria, to continue with you when it comes to that message surrounding the inauguration of Parliament. It's all about political and cultural longevity as well whenever it comes to any political party.
Yes.
100 years down the line, the MPs of the Congress, of the TMC, when they walk into the new Parliament, it'll also be a part of historical record that their parties boycotted this event over something like protocol. When it comes to thinking about the future of any political party, doesn't that weigh on the opposition? Or shouldn't that weigh on the opposition?
Yes, because even today, Ayushman, we are reminding the Congress party in particular that they had skipped and boycotted the midnight announcement of the GST when the President and the Prime Minister both were present. So did they miss that historic opportunity? Yes, they did. And now on 28th of May 2023, when history will be unfolding, 19 political parties and their MPs will be missing. They would not be witnessing it. They will be listed in that attendance book as missing on that particular day. So as I would say that, you know, people would come and go, MPs would come and go. It is about this new parliament, the new Sansad, which will remain. And I think that's where politics should be put aside, because this is about tradition, culture, and India on a march. India's aspirations on a march is what this new Sansad is displaying, and that's what the government is trying to say, that, you know, move away from politics for 1 hour, move away from politics for those few minutes when that entire event will unfold in Parliament, and let's come together as a nation, because this is about nation building. What happened then was not something that India was. India is this today. 75 years of a nation, a young nation such as ours. You should be marching ahead, you know, and this entire Central Vista, as we keep talking about, the entire controversy around the Central Vista and the money that is spent on it, you know, the petitions being filed in multiple courts, the Delhi High Court, the Supreme Court, and all these courts rejecting those petitions, saying that this is the moment of India, and India should go ahead with the construction despite the opposition that came in. This entire Kartavya Path, when it was inaugurated, we saw those protests. When that massive symbol, you know, Ashoka Chakra was unveiled, then we saw controversy. Just about any issue that has been associated with this entire Central Vista project has been about controversy. But, you know, as they say, politics aside, this is a moment of India and a moment of history.
Right.